Good morning, and welcome to the third edition of Fintech Forward. I'm Josh Roberts, I'm The Economist's capital markets correspondent, and I'm going to be your MC for the next couple of days. Now, this is a fascinating moment in the story of financial technology. For the past decade, Fintech has been characterized by speed, scale, disruption, by this kind of move fast and break things mentality. And it doesn't really feel like that's the environment here in 2025. It feels like we've entered a new chapter, one that's about integration rather than blitz scaling. So now entrepreneurs, incumbent firms, investors, regulators aren't so much asking how fast can fintech grow, because they know the answer, it's very fast indeed. Instead, the question is about how these new financial technologies can become embedded into economies, into regulatory frameworks, and into people's everyday lives. At the same time, the ground beneath all of our feet is shifting. Venture capital has been cooling for some years. Regulatory scrutiny is sharpening. And although the world's financial infrastructure is in some ways more interconnected than ever, even as geopolitics is becoming more fractured and part of the system are fragmenting. We're seeing embedded finance, AI-driven compliance, and new identity systems emerge as the foundations of tomorrow's financial services. And interestingly, fintechs are no longer scaling alone. They're turning to sovereign investors, to telecoms operators, and to traditional financial institutions. The buzzword for these partnerships is not disruption, but durability. I think this kind of sea change is more visible here in the Middle East than it is anywhere else in the world. Bahrain, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, from the start, these have been more than just enthusiastic adopters of fintech, but rule makers. They've been experimenting with regulatory sandboxes, digital currencies, cross-border payment systems. Here, I think that's because fintech is not just a business opportunity. It's an integral part of a nation-building project, and it's tied directly to economic diversification, to regional integration, and to the competition for talent. So that's the spirit of our program for the next 2 days. Fintech Forward this year is about probing what works. I'd like to thank our hosts, the Bahrain Economic Development Board, and a special thanks also to our Fintech Forward supporters, Bahrain Fintech Bay and the Central Bank of Bahrain. With that, let's open the conversation. Can I welcome to the stage Simon French, the Chief Economist for Panmure Liberum, and my colleague Swarup Gupta, who's the lead analyst for financial services and ESG at the Economist Intelligence Unit. We're going to do a bit of scene setting, and we're going to talk about the state of global fintech, what's left after the boom and what comes next.